Hey, what's up, guys? Godslayer here again. Tonight I wanted to do something a little different. I wanted to do my top 10 6 stars for December. Some of you are going to agree with this, some of you are going to disagree. You may have your list a little different than mine. I'd love to hear what you got, where you agree, where you disagree, who you think I should have put on the list, and who you think I should have left off the list. Feel free to leave all that in the comments below. But for me, this is just my opinion. I reserve the right to be wrong. I was wrong once. It was like back in the 80s. It hadn't happened yet again, but this could be that time. But starting off with number 10, I went with Maggie. She is a fast character. She has a pretty fast AR. She taunts. She does pain split, decent damage, attack down, debuff. She has Indomitable. She has a heal, which I'm not a big fan of the heal active skill, but it does have its times where it's useful. Her attack is a little, I don't know, that's either average, maybe a little below average. Her health and defense are both very high. She is very tanky, very durable. If you give her something like an absolute defense weapon, she is going to be a real problem to deal with, especially behind like a Carl lead. Um, she is one of the best Jellos that we have in the game right now. I think a lot of her. I wish I had her on one of my teams, but I do not. But she is number 10 for me. Number 9, I went with Madison. This is another character I do not have, but just looking at her kit, she is very solid. Her lead skill is a little strange. She gives all teammates bonus AP when attacking, a large bonus AP when attacking, and 40% attack against melee characters. That's interesting because she's a rainbow lead. She can go with ranged or melee, but she has very high attack stats. She has below average defense, and she has decent health. Her AR is not bad. She does 350 damage to up to 3 enemies, and she does 450 bleed. That's a lot of bleed. If you pair her with somebody like Barker, that's 750 bleed for a round. That is massive. That is going to put a hurting on most people. After her AR goes off, somebody's going to die unless they've got a healer or a cleanser. And where she really shines for me is her active skills. She has stun, which is one of the best in the game. If you give her a stun gun, now she is stunning if you hit her. She is going to stun you if you don't hit her. She is very well rounded overall, even having a slower AR. She is a pretty solid character, even if you don't use her as a leader. Coming in at number 8, let's see here. Number 8, I went with the new Dwight. For those of you that don't know, Lockdown recently did a video on his new Dwight. He just ascended, and even at Tier 1, Level 1, he was very, very good. Uh, his active skill is Impair, which is situationally useful if you need it. His lead skill is all tough teammates get 40% attack and 36% crit. The crit itself is not bad, but the 40% attack for blues is great, especially considering how many blues we have in the game. Not to mention most of our blues hit hard. He has this weird crossbow that customer service tells us is a stock weapon, just like the default pistol or default sword or knife on anybody else. It doesn't look stock to me, but whatever, we'll go with what they say. What's important is you cannot upgrade it, which is very weird, but you can put another weapon on him, which is great. My advice and Lockdown's advice would be to put a double shot rifle on him, because his AR, even though it's a little slow at 76, it deals 2 attacks of 350% damage to one enemy and removes all positive defense statuses from all adjacent enemies. That's pretty big. Up to 3 teammates get 50% attack for 3 turns. That is also massive. With these high stats, they're going to hit like trucks. What is important about Dwight and why he needs a double shot weapon is if he uses his AR on a red toon, the first shot is probably going to kill that red toon, and then his second attack will go to a different toon. When the second attack goes, it has a chance to trigger the double shot from the weapon. So he can attack 3 times, and when he does, people die. It is glorious. It is fantastic. Dwight will be the next toon I ascend, more than likely, because of how deadly he is. He has a very high attack. His health and defense are kind of in the middle. Don't let it fool you. If you see him, don't think it's going to be easy. He is a killer. He is extremely good. He would be higher on the list, except I haven't seen enough of him to know if he beats out some of these other people. Next up, I have a tie. I sort of cheated because I picked two, but I went with Guardian Zeke and Guardian Herschel. The reason why is the Guardian 2 skill. Zeke has Recover Impair, which is situationally useful. He has an AR that hits two enemies. It does defense up, which is great. It does crit, which is great for him and would be great for Guardian Herschel. To get the shields to pop, his attack is high, defense is low, health is high. He's not a serious threat by himself. He doesn't even normally kill my blues even when his AR goes off. But those Guardian shields are so damn annoying. That's where he shines. That is why he is on your team. Give him a crit weapon. Give him a bonus crit on it. Give any type of crit you can give to either one of these characters is only going to make them that much better. In Guardian Herschel, he has focus, which I'm even less of a fan of. It's very, very situationally useful. Once they put out some shields, that will be more important, I believe. Um, he does a little less damage, but he hits an extra enemy. He hits 3. He does 50% attack up, and he does 50% crit. He has a middle of the road, although it is above average attack. His defense is a little low, and his health is very high. Both of these characters are extremely good. Herschel can have a stun weapon, but you really would probably rather get that crit on him if you could. The only way I could see that going another way would be the stun on him and like maybe 40% crit. That would be okay. Maybe like I don't know, maybe a Desert Eagle or something. There's certain weapons that have a high defense already. Maybe get one of those and replace the attack with crit and just double up on it. But they are both extremely good for faction assault. They are good in raids. If you do not check them early, their shields will turn the tide of a battle. You will lose a battle if you do not get their under control early to get rid of those Guardian shields. Coming in at number 6, some of you will disagree with, but I don't care. It's Alpha. Now, when Alpha came out, a lot of people talked a lot of shit about Alpha. They said she was straight ass. You were stupid if you bought her. She was terrible. She's the worst 6-star ever. She was going to be garbage. And let me tell you, I did not drink the Kool-Aid. I did not listen. I did buy Alpha. I do not regret it. She is an absolute monster. She is death on the screen. She has a very fast AER, and she does 350 to one enemy, up to 2 get confused for one turn. That's okay. That's not the best part of her, but it's not bad. She has AP Drain, which is situationally useful. I use it fairly often, but I don't use it a lot because she's busy killing people. Now let me tell you why. She has collateral damage too. This is normally a trash skill that nobody likes. However, on Alpha, it is extremely good. If you give her a double shot weapon, which I did, I gave her Dwight's rifle, which is a double shot weapon. I put crit on it. I put attack on it. She is absolutely lethal. She will hit, she will crit, her splash damage. She can wipe out reds in one round. She can wipe out 5 stars in one round. She can wipe out reds and 5 stars in one round. I have seen her kill 4 people on a team in one round. She is beyond great, and it's because of her high attack. She has the highest or one of the highest attack stats in the game. Yes, her defense is very low. She's not there to get hit. She is there to do the hitting. She has pretty decent above average health. If you have Alpha, you already know what I'm talking about. If you have Alpha and you did not put a double shot weapon on her, do it tonight. Do it right now. Don't even finish watching the video. Just go do it. It's that important. She is amazing. Coming in at number 5, I went with good old Tyrese. The reason I put Ty above Alpha, as much as I love Alpha, is that Tyrese, pretty much everything he touches dies. He has a slow AR at 85, but he deals 650% damage to a line. When he pops, he is killing whoever he hits. He has Impair as an active skill, which is very good situationally, and I do use it occasionally. His bread and butter is his Decapitate. If he kills somebody, there is no reviving them, there is no healing them. They are dead. He has a very high attack stat. He has very low defense, and his health is above average. The worst part about Tyrese, he's a little squishy, but the really the worst part is he's wearing a football uniform. I don't know what they were thinking at Sculpey when they designed him. Like the whole crew rated a sporting goods store. I don't get it. If you don't have Alpha and you don't have Dwight, definitely put the double shot rifle on Tyrese. You will not regret it. He can kill a red in one turn if he double shots off his basic attacks. He is very good. He is death incarnate. He is not a bad character at all. Yes, he is a little squishy, but right now we don't have a ton of yellows that are viable at the higher ends of Rage and War. You will not regret investing in Tyrese. He is a killer. Coming in at number 4, I went with Erica. Now, Erica has a very good lead skill. She makes ranged teams tanky, finally, which we had been missing. It had been Mirabelle and Carl forever. Erica has a Carl lead, but it is for ranged, 40 HP and 40 defense. It is a fabulous lead skill, one of the absolute best in the game. She is the only revive in the game at this point. Yes, her attack is very low, but her defense is very average, maybe slightly above or below, pretty average. Her hit points, her health is very high. She has recover in pairs, situationally useful. She has a 76 AR, which is, not too terribly bad. A little slow, not bad. She will heal for 35% of their maximum HP and gain 35% bonus HP. The bonus HP is essentially like a shield in effect. It is fabulous. She will revive a teammate with 50% of their HP. That is also fabulous. The revived teammate will not get the bonus HP, but they do get a better heal. She is, like I said, as revived, she is the only one. She is great. The only reason she is not higher on this list is because she is an alert character and there is such an abundance of blues. It's hard to put her any higher. She is tanky, but she will die. Give her a stun gun maybe and like AP on damage to try to dissuade people from hitting her. If they do hit her, she's either going to revive somebody or heal your team and give them the bonus health. Very good tune. People are sleeping on her because she's red. They're foolish to do so. She is a beast. Coming in at number 3. Now, this is where it got dicey because 2 and 3 could go either way. But number 3, I went with Carl. Let me tell you why. He had forever, until Erica, the best lead skill in the game. He made an extremely tanky melee team with 40 HP and 40 defense. AP gain is pretty average in my opinion. There's not a lot of times that it's going to get used over either an attack or I just don't know about it. But I actually just got Carl, so I haven't even ascended him yet. But he is maxed out in waiting. He has an average attack, average defense, and average health. But it's a good mixture of all three with his lead skill. He is extremely durable. He makes all of your melee people extremely durable. He allows them to take a lot more hits than they normally could. He has a kind of slow AR at 76. 250 damage is not great, but he can hit everybody. And he heals for 50% up to 3 teammates. That is very, very good. For a long time, I said that Carl had the best lead in the game. And he still has one of the best. He is still one of the top leaders in the game. Erica gives him a run for his money. Again, we have an abundance of blue, so she falls slightly below Carl, in my opinion. But it is very close. Carl is a great character. If you have him, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't have him, you will wish that you did as more melee tunes come out, and you will need a great leader. He is the one. And of course, if he's number 3, Mirabelle has to be number 2. She had the second best lead skill in the game before Erica, and that's 40 attack, 40 HP. HP is overall a little worse of a stat than defense statistically, but that being said, she was a great range leader. She still is a great range leader. On my team, I actually run a Mirabelle lead, and I run Erica as support. It works great for me. Her recover stun is huge with all the stun guns in the game. She can clear stun from 2 teammates. It's great if you have to hit the reds with the stun guns. You don't have to be worried about the stun. By the time your turn rolls back around, Mirabelle will just remove the stun. So she can have a stun gun. She can stun you if you hit her. Her AR stuns. If you don't hit her, she pops. She will stun you. She is an excellent toon. She had the second best leader skill before Erica, but she was the better toon of her and Carl because of her kit. She was able to do and undo a lot more stuff than Carl. Um, just a great toon. She has a high attack stat. She has average defense and average health. She's very durable. Yes, the blues with the double shots will eat her up, but she is still a great character. And if against other range teams, she's great. She's very solid. Most people have her or Carl or both because they are kind of the free to play characters, along with like Tyrese and Guardian Zeke, who I actually missed out on. But that's a story for another day. So if Mirabelle's number 2, that leaves the one and only Shiva as the best character in the game right now. A lot of people won't think so because of her low defense, but I just say they are wrong. Shiva is on every team I make more or less. She has a high attack, she has decent health, she has low defense, but she is strong. She hits hard. Her cutthroat lets her do more damage when somebody's under a status effect, which at this point we almost all have a character that puts a status effect on somebody. I put stun on her claws myself, and I upped her attack. She hits very hard. She can stun on attack. Her active is stun. She can stun if she hits you. She can stun if she doesn't hit you. She is fabulous. She does a lot of damage to one enemy, usually killing them, and 2 enemies get confused for 2 turns. She is very, very good. She looks cool. It's a giant freaking tiger killing people. What's not to like? Overall, she has, I think, the best kit. She is great. And I even run her on my range teams just for the stun. It helps me deal with the stun guns, especially if somebody is running a lot of reds. In my opinion, Shiva is the best. She is very fast. Some of these in the top 6, I'd say, could be interchangeable. I could put Alpha above Ty. I could put Erica above Carl. Things like that. But overall, I feel like this list is pretty fair. But like I said, if you disagree, if you think I missed somebody, if you think I've got somebody on here that shouldn't be on here, by all means, educate me in the comments. Feel free to like the video. Feel free to hate the video. I take all criticisms, good, bad, and other. But if you like the video and you want to see more, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.